next. How John has it. Jesus is now being questioned. But I'm going to save the servants and the officer stood there who had made a fire. Verse 18, I'm going to save that for the second denial, and I'm going to go down to 19. Because he obviously went to the porch. And I'm going to have, by his second denial, that he came back, warming himself by the fire. So, John, the high priest, then asked Jesus of his disciples and of his doctrine. Luke. It goes right into Jesus being mocked and smitten. They blindfolded him, struck him in the face, asked him to prophesy, many other things blasphemed. As soon as it was day, the elders and the chief priests and the scribes came together and led him into their council, saying, "Are you Christ? Tell us." He doesn't actually say that in John. So I'm going to save that part from Luke, and I think that's from the other two as well, for later, after the portion from John. Mark, earlier, the chief priests and the council sought for witnesses against Jesus to put him to death. That's not the same as questioning Jesus. So I'm going to have that as part of the second portion of his interrogation. And Matthew, chief priests and the elders of the council sought false witness against him. Yes, so it's just John for this first portion. So that's where I'll start. Actually, wait, I remember. I was going to put verse 24, the fact that he's bound. The only reason it's there after he was smitten was just to show that he was smacked while bound. But he's not being brought anywhere. He's already in the same place. So I'm going to say that he was bound and brought to the high priest before the high priest actually asks him questions. So this is verse 24. Now Annas had sent him. But instead of him, I want to name Jesus to explain that now we are focusing on Jesus. So I'm going to use the name Jesus from verse 19, and then I'll put him there. Jesus. I'll have it surrounded by white so that it's clear it comes from somewhere else in John. Bound to Caiaphas, the high priest. Now going to verse 19. The high priest then asked. The high priest then asked. So this is where I'm going to put him from 24 of his disciples and of his doctrine. So I'm going to finish with John, the fact that he's being questioned. Jesus answered him, I spoke openly to the world. I ever taught in the synagogue, and in secret have I said nothing. Why ask you me? Ask them which heard me what I have said to them. Behold, they know what I said. And when he had thus spoken, one of the officers which stood by struck Jesus with the palm of his hand, saying, Answer you, high priest, so? Jesus answered him, If I have spoken evil, bear witness of the evil. But if well, why smite you me?